Yo, you see Kenny flip my ball again. That's only because my head floating right here. So we virtual. You feel me? Yeah, I'm learning the shit. But how y'all doing out there, good people? It's another great Sunday, glorious Sunday, Sunday fun day. What's your favorite cast? I'm TK, I'm your host, Mr. Unbiased. You look at me, you see me? I need a little bit of chapstick for my lip, probably, but I look good, a little dapper. Like I said, I'm your host. I'm a Vikings fan.
I'm Damon, Cowboys fan.
Thomas, you already know.
I'm Damon and I'm a Colts fan.
Hey, Sledge, the people's champ. Come on, man. Damn. Why can't y'all? Let's start this over. Sledge. What?
I thought he was done.
No, I wasn't done. I wasn't done. I want the proper respect everybody else gets. Sledge, the people's champ. Free Brian Flores.
He's free.
That's the issue. He is free.
Kenny
Davis, BYU. It's like
okay.
No,
you a Mormon.
And I am a Broncos fan and a Madden champ.
How long we gonna milk this Madden champ shit?
Until somebody else becomes Madden champ.
All right, well, Sledge, I like how you started off. You feel me? Free Brian Flores. Brian Flores is free. So you see that he came out and said that the Dolphins is trying to say that they was going to pay him $100K to lose games. And since he was winning, they had to find a reason to get rid of him. Now, last week we talked about him in the hallway walking past Tua Tagovailoa, or however you say his last name, about to say, but he was saying how I'd rather have Mac Jones over you. I feel like that's a little controversial, a little messed up, whatever. That could lead to something disrespectful.
All right, so listen, people are human though. How many times have you been honest with people, bro? Listen, bro, he's an adult. He's an adult
man.
I look at Mac Jones. I look at you.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna make this about the quarterback situation. We're gonna make this about the how we always say the good hands, all state. Are you in good hands situation? Oh, so you feel me? He was getting paid to lose, and since he didn't lose, he got fired. Now, most times, in a way, it goes opposite, right? Your resume and what you put on paper is what you stand on. Right. So I feel like y'all familiar with Hugh Jackson coming out and trying to say, "Me too," right? He tried to jump onto his back and said they wanted to pay me to lose, but your record was 3-36 in your time at a team. Your resume speaks for itself. You're trash. Why are you trying to bring this man down? So I feel like with Hugh Jackson jumping on Brian Flores' tail, he's messing Brian Flores' stance up. How y'all feel about that?
It's a rubber band. It's a stretch.
It's a stretch.
Oh,
he retracted his.
And then he came back out and said, yeah, I didn't get paid to lose, whatever. But you still was losing. So either way, you're saying, like, for me, I feel like he took away from Brian Flores' statement because Brian Flores got let go for not losing.
Yeah, he definitely undercut.
Yeah, and he came in and took his spotlight. I mean, it's like he wanted the spot. He wanted the Me Too it, but he did it at the wrong time. And I feel like that's not a way that we should be doing each other starting off this month.
I agree. Yeah, he definitely undercut his statement because now everybody who's like jumping on Flores is like, oh, he lied, so you're probably lying too.
Right. Exactly. It's just like you remember the Titans when he was like, "You cut my legs from underneath me, yo."
He said, "Why can't you talk to my boys the same way you talk to your boys? Why you gotta coddle them?" I talked to every one of them, brown, purple, blue. I was like, Shout out Coach Boone.
Go, Coach.
I mean, so then, so do you think Brian Flores will have an opportunity to get back into the NFL after this?
It all depends on how it goes. If he's Jesse Smolletting it, he's done. But if he's honest, Abe, I think
He's still done.
Well,
Abe wasn't really honest, but I didn't have nothing to go with it.
Well, I'm going to read this statement from Flores right quick. He said, God has gifted me with a special talent to coach the game of football, but the need for change is bigger than my personal goals.
True.
In making the decision to file my class action complaint today, I understand that I may be risking coaching the game that I love and that has done so much for my family and me. He needed a little bit of a grammar coach. He should have said family and I, right? Family and I.
Yep.
Understand that one. I have to say, my sincere hope is that by standing up against systematic racism in the NFL, others will join to ensure that positive change is made for generations to come. So, do you know the NFL has been around for? I did a little bit of homework today. NFL has been around for 102 years.
Damn.
You know how many black head coaches we've had in 102 years in the NFL?
Not enough.
Probably, I'm going to go with 20.
Go ahead. Anybody else got the guesses?
32.
32?
I'm going to say 15.
You said head coaches?
Black head coaches.
How many black head coaches?
African American head coaches has been in the NFL in 102 years of football.
Niggas,
I feel like 20 is too high.
I think 10. I'm going to go 10.
Yeah, I'm going to change mine to 13.
I'm going
24. So you was the closest amount. 24.
Kobe.
That's crazy.
That's sad.
Most of them are within the last
20 years.
Decades,
20 years.
That's the last 20, 30 years. They're all within that time frame.
But in a league that's predominantly, African American or black minority, however you want to twist it or say the word. It's just crazy that there hasn't been that many leaders.
Well, you also for probably 80 of that, they wouldn't even let black people play quarterback or middle linebacker or safety.
I was just about to say,
we weren't smart enough.
Well, okay. So speaking of that, then I'm not gonna say today, but 34 years ago in the Super Bowl, 1988, Doug Williams, he made NFL history by becoming the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Redskins.
Yeah, for the Redskins, 1988.
You mean the Commanders?
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Well, no, back then they were the Washington Redskins. He was the original Redskin. Yeah. So look, I want to shout him out, by saying, I don't know if his career stats do him any justice because they wasn't looking too good, but he had 4 touchdowns in that game, Super Bowl, and he was named Super Bowl MVP as well.
Yeah, don't do him no justice. He's still going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he already there.
Yeah.
About to say, so since you brought up the Commanders, what y'all think about their name? You think they could have did something differently? Do you like that?
Not good.
Great name trash. Name trash. Hey, like Slash said, they could have been the Red Tails.
I don't think they like that.
I like the Red Wolves.
I saw a thing that said they went from being the Native Americans to the people that killed them. I was like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month. About to say,
yeah, they had 2 years to come up with a good name, and they didn't.
That's not the most generic sounding name, too. Commanders. That's like it's like a movie.
It's like a Madden name. Like you pick a random team, and they're like, when you get to relocate the team, the Commanders.
The Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Speaking of random, and then just stuff like that. Your boy Gronk. So I read something that said during virtual off-season workouts, it said Gronk had to run sprints, right? So he would record them and send them to the Bucks.
Yep.
But to get out of it, he would record himself running sprints in different shirts on the same day.
Yep.
And then send the videos on different days just so he can get by.
Yep.
Work smarter, not harder.
Hey,
Where's
work
the dedication?
smarter. When you're one of the greatest tight ends, you can do that shit.
That's why you're injury prone, because you're doing shit like that.
That's why you get that, because you're not playing in the hamstrings.
Yeah.
That nigga did 20 sprints, four t-shirts each. That's Monday through Thursday.
He put in one hard day at work. And they got to
So one good day.
One good day. Rest of the time, just send it video.
And you know what, though? Bill Gates said he hires the lazy people because they figure out the smartest way to do the hardest job. So
I understand that, which I do like that, but that's for like technology. That's not for
work.
That's not for sport where you have to use your body.
He is probably the greatest tight end to ever play the game at this point.
No, he's just injury prone.
Listen, I'm about to say,
He would just be even better if he fucking put the work in.
Yeah, bro, he just came out of retirement. You think he want to do all that work?
No,
he only came back because he went to play with Brady one last time.
He's been like this though. Every time he get injured, he be twerking in the club somewhere, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Well, he figured out I can be the GOAT and do all that shit.
Man, I like that. He said he came out because he wanted to play with Brady one last time. Oh, go ahead, Demar.
I was gonna say, nigga, I'm pretty sure his stats would be a little bit more better, nigga, if he was on the field instead of partying. You know,
exactly.
Well, you said he came out.
His stats are amazing, but it would be even better if he actually, like, you know what I'm saying, if he was more serious.
Would he?
Well,
but then he wouldn't get the party, and he wouldn't be Gronk.
that's what he be.
Exactly.
But he wouldn't be Gronk without who?
Without his last name,
Aaron Hernandez.
Nah, don't do that. He wouldn't be Gronk without Tom to go, and it's official. Tom is hanging up his cleats.
Good.
That's sad.
We finally get to talk about it. You know what I mean? So you got to think, how did Tom leave us, though? You know, like, did you realize his last game, he left us coming back from 27-3 in the fourth quarter?
And they lost.
Yeah, that is some dope shit.
And they lost. But, I mean, they lost because of a defense. You know, they can't be like that.
Fucking...
And Sledge's boy, who he call? Who you calling?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the White Randy?
Yeah, that guy right there. I can see you, that guy right there. But you know,
hey,
do you know who?
He's invited to the cookout, by the way.
He's not. Wow. He's not.
He can catch a ball. That's crazy.
He's not. He's coming in Dockers and he's bringing potato salad. Got
raisins in it.
I'm just saying the potato salad, yeah. Why you got little fruity pebbles on top? You trying to add some color to it? You feel me, right? Like, man. So you know who Tom
with the hot Cheetos on the turkey.
He said for the culture.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Happy Black History Month, guys.
I voted for Obama.
You know who Tom threw his last touchdown on, though?
Jalen Ramsey.
Hey, he said he threw his last TD on me and hung it up. That's an honor. But you know what happened when he threw his last touchdown?
They lost?
No, Mike Evans threw the ball into the crowd again. So you know how he threw the 600th touchdown ball into the crowd? He threw the 624th touchdown ball.
He's doing it on purpose.
The crowd.
He's doing it on purpose.
Either he goes or I go.
To be fair, he didn't know he was going to retire.
Look, at the same time, I feel like you should just probably after that first one, you should probably every touchdown ball you catch.
We're just
take that mix to the sideline with you.
We're asking.
Mike Evans he's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on purpose.
He said my stats went down when you got here. Fuck you.
He said I want Jameis back.
He said,
just start.
Hey,
bro, just be respectful. Hey, bro, can I throw this out here or bet? You know, just ask.
That's wild.
Nah, hell, Sledge, you've been on the field, bro. There's too much emotion to be asking shit.
Hey, look, in Mike Evans' case, that's twice.
Yeah, he got to ask.
2 times.
That's twice, man.
So look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna continue to honor Tom's greatness one more time. Just one more fact about him. So you know, there's an NFL all-time receiving leaders in their 40s, right? So number one, of course, is Jerry Rice. He has 2,169 yards.
Stick him.
Then in a close second place, you got Tom Brady with 6 whole yards. 6 whole receiving yards. So I'm just saying, anybody in their 40s that catches a 7-yard pass or a first down, they're going to beat
him.
Number 2. But I was going to say Tom's greatness should always be in consideration in every category, you know.
I think he got 6 yards is in the go conversation. Like he's in the 40-year-olds. He's the GOAT. He's the second best receiver in 40 years. Like
that's
crazy.
I mean,
Tom Brady.
So you know what? So since I done glorified this man so much, I'm gonna give y'all start sit cut right now. Then We're going to go Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Or sit back.
Start with
let me start.
Start with the low. I know where he going.
Real always want to go last. You want to go first round? About to say nonsense. So look, you down there in the bottom in the middle. So I'm gonna start with Damone and we're gonna go around.
You already know I'm starting Peyton. He's the GOAT.
Who you got?
I'm gonna sit Tom Brady so we can watch the GOAT.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut Breeze.
All
Okay.
right, Damone.
Brady.
I'm starting Tom Brady. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit Peyton because so he can watch the real GOAT.
Okay, disrespectful too. Okay, let him know.
You know what? Because
Is it my turn?
I'm gonna start him and then I'm gonna start.
That nigga need Wi-Fi.
Your audio's messing up.
All right, Terrell.
Oh, my bad.
I always say, you put Peyton or Breeze in that same system Brady was in, they would have that same accolades, if not more.
I don't know about that.
Therefore,
Breeze didn't throw for over 50 yards.
Therefore, I am starting the smartest man to ever throw a pass.
Okay.
Which is Peyton Manning.
You don't even need an offensive coordinator. You got one. He's there.
I am cutting that motherfucker from Michigan. Drew Brees cuts. And not that Drew Brees. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
And I'm sitting Drew Brees.
Wow.
That's wild.
Big Ten. I love him. Purdue boy.
That noodle arm bitch. Okay, go ahead, Sledge.
Hey, Brady's arm wasn't that much better. He was just had Belichick as a great defense.
Peyton Manning's arm wasn't great either.
All right, I don't understand why.
That was post
before his neck surgery. Yes, it was.
I don't understand why this is an argument. The man went 12th round, damn near. He's a walk. He's a fucking walk. Did you see that? Did you see when they did his body fat? The nigga looked like he worked at Lowe's. No, we're going Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and we're gonna cut Drew Brees. The nigga worked at Whole Foods.
No. That was Kurt Warner.
Shout out to Kurt Warner. Kenny?
All right. I'm starting the GOAT, Tom Brady. You already know
the GOAT, though.
He's definitely the GOAT. And then we're gonna sit Peyton Manning. You know, he's the second best to me. And then I'm gonna cut that weak arm bitch, Drew Brees. You overrated sack of shit. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
We say he said, "Damn, nigga, you really don't like him. What did he do to you?"
Hey, I got a question.
He said, "You overrated me, do you?" No. I'm just playing Drew Brees. I don't really feel that. I do feel like you're overrated though. I do feel like I can call you a sack of shit.
How many playoffs wins Brady's got without a top 10 defense?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. Bro, Terrell, he went, bro. The nigga, they weren't even looking at him, bro. There was not even nobody in the newsroom.
You want Tom Brady at linebacker too?
Darian Foster was undrafted.
You said what?
Antonio Gates was undrafted.
You said who?
Yes.
You said
he
black
was in
athletes.
A good position.
No, stop. You said black athletes. Them niggas was gonna get a chance. If you look at Tom Brady, you would be like, nigga, do my homework.
He was playing quarterback in 1990, nigga. He was gonna get a chance.
Kurt Warner went undrafted.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I look at Kurt Warner now, if you put Kurt Warner and Tom Brady next to each other, you're gonna pick Kurt Warner before you pick Tom Brady. Good look test. Yes. Good look test.
Here's the wild thing. You remember the receivers fucking Tom Brady had at one point and fucking won it all with, bro. This nigga won it with fucking Julian Edelman.
Kurt Warner had a team called the Greatest Show on Turf.
That is true.
Yeah. Kurt Warner
it wasn't called the Greatest Show on Turf when he wasn't there.
He was a pervert though. Well, one of the guys on the Greatest Show on Turf is a pervert.
A lot of he's talking about the running back. We're not going to talk about Mark. We're not going to talk about Mark.
Kurt Warner is a good Christian man.
I don't know. Well, you know what? Let's talk about two good Christian men. So y'all know who the Super Bowl matchup is now, right? It's the youngest head coach matchup in Super Bowl history. Sean McVay is 36 years old. And Zach Taylor is 38 years old. Zach Taylor is also a product of Sean McVay's coaching tree. So you see the little there hat. About to say, yeah, he's a product of his coaching tree, whatever. So how y'all feel like? I mean, I think the game is turning over to young offensive coordinators and with good hands
because it's all about scoring now. Like you can have a mediocre defense at this point, and as long as you can put up points, you'll be fine. Because you can't really play super good defense anymore like you used to. Like you can't play physical defense. So right, you can't hit anybody.
You can't hit nobody like that.
Right, you can't hit anybody. You can't hold them or anything. So if you have a good offensive mind, you're gonna play well.
You're not picking Kurt Warner over Tom Brady.
Hell no. All right, so let me ask y'all this question then, right? So I seen another post, right? So it shows a picture of Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, and it says
Ben Roethlisberger twice. Say that name twice, nigga.
It says the end of an era. So
all right,
about to say. So do you think that the future is brighter? And give me 6 quarterbacks that you would consider in that category right there of the new era. All right,
Patrick Mahomes.
Go ahead, Terrell.
Yeah, so it's definitely Pat Mahomes. You got Justin Herbert. You got Lamar. You got Big Burrow.
Well, you know what? My bad. Let me cut you off right quick. Speaking of Lamar, let me talk about Tom again. He went to Lamar after he retired and said, "Lamar, you next up." So to go see something in the young man. So but go ahead, Terrell. Go ahead. I just had to shout out Lamar.
I don't know if Lamar is next.
Lamar gonna get one before he leave though. So you said, go ahead. You said Patrick. You said Justin Herbert. You said Lamar. You said Joe.
Who am I missing?
Josh Allen.
Deshaun, although right now, Josh Allen. I don't have that much faith in Kyler Murray, to be honest with you. I wouldn't believe it
right now either.
I would leave it at those 6 for right now.
Okay. My list
and Baker, maybe?
No.
You said Baker? Baker what? Baker who?
Get your ass down.
You talking about the cookies?
He's talking
about that little nigga that you poking his stomach?
The Baker's man.
The Baker's man. Okay.
The Baker's man.
I go ahead, kid.
Me and you got the same list though. That's like I was gonna say literally that same exact list.
All right, Damon, you got a list?
Same list.
Sledge. I know Sledge got an
Top
opinion.
10. No. So my audio kind of went out. So what was your list?
It was Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Your top 10.
Lamar Jackson.
We did top 6. I don't think there's 10
top 6. He did a top 6.
So me personally, I think Trevor Lawrence could be better than Joe Burrow.
Hell no.
Come
on.
I mean,
outside of one game, albeit the Colts game, he was ass this year.
What did you see?
I seen. Listen,
Trevor Lawrence hot takes on deck today.
I seen a lot of struggle in Trevor Lawrence, not because he's bad, it's because around him, you're running for your life. I mean, he's really playing for his life out there. Even when I watch, you said who?
I'm just saying. Look, when I seen Joey in the locker room,
don't get me wrong. I like that.
I don't think this little Joey did.
Okay, so maybe it's a little. So maybe I like Trevor Lawrence more than I like Jackpot Joe. But
you can like him more, but we still gotta be realistic here.
But I have faith. I really look at Trevor Lawrence like, man, get this man some help.
Hey, you know what, Sledge, look, I'm gonna cut you right there right quick because you talk about Trevor Lawrence needs some help, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was happening to scroll and I seen his counterpart because every time you hear Trevor Lawrence, you got to bring up Justin Fields. Those is 1A, 1B. They went hand in hand in college, high school, whatever. So Trevor Lawrence, he had a rough rookie year. But Justin Fields' rookie year was a little bit rougher. So his completion percentage was 59. He was 30th in the NFL. His pass yardage, he had 1,870 yards. That's last, so that's 32nd. His touchdown to interception ratio was 0.07. That's 30th. There's only 32 teams. Okay, so then he got that percentage. It was 10.3. It's last, so that's 32, like I said. And then the total QBR was 26.5. Last. 32 again. And that's out of 31 qualifying quarterbacks. So that means he was the 32nd. So
in his defense, I watched a whole football game where the Cleveland Browns sacked him almost 10 times, bro.
They did. And I think they got him 9 times, but that's why his sack ratio was 10.
Exactly.
Because he was okay. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I mean, these guys, a lot of these kids, you know, Joe Burrows, I honestly think Joe Burrows and them would have went to the AFC. They would have went to the championship last year, but they would have went far if he never tore his ACL. I do think.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
You said what?
I don't know about that last year.
What'd you say, Terrell?
I agree with you.
Yeah, because I feel like when you get a feel for the game, because Joe Burrows is just one of those guys, when he gets a feel for the game, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Beautiful.
But Joe Burrow had a little bit of help. Joe Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields had us blocking for this nigga.
Whoa. No, not us. Actually, I play offensive lineman. Don't disrespect me like that, dog.
We on unbiased. We were unbiased. Them niggas is getting paid. And I was at center. Kitty and the mom was at guard. And Will Terrell was at tackle.
I was breaking records. Don't do that.
Bro,
Kitty was straight chop blocking.
Straight chop, bro. I watched Justin Fields get sacked 10 times, and then all of a sudden I heard R. Kelly, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. Bro, it's sad. It's sad to watch these kids because you want them to do so well. Because at the end of the day, we're older than them. So we be like, damn, bro, we want these kids to do so well. But, like, they don't have no – bro, when niggas like us is blocking for them, what more can you ask for?
Niggas like us.
Well, you know what?
To sit out a year like Pat Mahomes.
True. Okay.
Hey.
I mean,
hey, well, you know what? I want to give a shout out to some more niggas like us. So shout out Tony Dungy. 15 years ago, he became the first black head coach to win the Super Bowl.
Who?
Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy. About to say, yeah, and you know who he was playing with? So either way, 15 years ago, we would have made history regardless because it was Tony Dungy versus Lovie Smith. Yep. So either way, we was going to make black history, but it just happened to be Tony Dungy. For your team, Demar?
Unfortunately.
How did you feel that day as a Colts fan?
Sleep. That was Colts against the Bears, right?
Yeah.
You felt great. They were playing fucking Rex Grossman.
They had the number one defense. And we can't help who we play. They beat everybody on their way.
I'm going to put that on there for people to see.
They beat everyone on their way to they made it to the NFC Championship and beat whoever they played.
I don't feel like I should talk about that, but I will just bring that up. You know, because Jerry Jones has said he thinks that they should do better, but also we know Jerry Jones hasn't hired
no niggas.
Yeah, I was gonna say person of color. POC. You know how they said POC?
POC. That's racist. I don't care what nobody says. POC. Nigga, just say black.
Just call me a nigga and get away.
Just call me a nigga and get it over with. Just put some ass before you get to the police station.
I feel better.
Shit, I say so. Who y'all got in the Super Bowl though? How y'all think that's gonna go? Who y'all got? Who y'all match? You know, Bengals, Rams.
I put money on the Bengals because of the spread, but I think the Rams win. But I think it's a close game.
Aaron Donald is not fucking Joe.
What, Kenny?
How much is the spread?
It was like 4.5 when I took it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it upset. Although I think the Rams are going to win. I kind of want the Bengals to win a little bit more just so I can join the parade for real.
To be honest, I know it's gonna go crazy in Cincy. Like I kind of want to go.
You already know.
You know what? I might have a Big Burrow jersey. You feel me?
Big Burrow.
Yeah.
All right, Sledge. We'll talk to you later, man. Oh,
hey, Sledge, Abby. Go.
So I think the score is going to be closer than we think. They're going to have to double team. Von Miller is not the same Von Miller we saw 5-6 years ago. Double team AD every play.
I don't think
Jalen's going to have to shadow Chase. I think it's going to be 31-28 Bengals.
That's not a bad score. That's what the old heads at the barbershop was.
Hey, it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Nigga, you the old head at the barbershop.
I was going to say I like both teams though, so it's like I don't really know who I want to win.
I don't.
Well, Odell to get his ring too.
You know, I'm an Odell fan. You know, I'm a Odell fan. So.
Well, y'all need me to shout out some Odell stuff then, right? So you know,
Von Miller, but if I really know he's
Von Miller.
My nigga.
Well, I had some Odell news.
You had some Odell news or not?
Hey man, calm down, boss. I was about to read it, but you know, it only says about 100 yards, so man, it wasn't really nothing too crazy.
All I'm saying is, I am happy for my man Odell because he before the Baker shit, he was struggling.
He
was coming off an injury.
Was he?
Injury, gay accusations, injuries.
You know what?
Because Carter C was out here tearing niggas up. He was in there tackling niggas. He was going crazy.
Well, speaking of going crazy, shout out to Organic Loving. So look,
oh no.
Hey, might as well go ahead and get it off now, huh? Your body and your bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Loving is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products. For body-safe adult toys, the sex-positive books, erotic seminars.
Erotic seminars.
Organic Loving's online store has everything you and your partner or your partners.
Ooh, because niggas is out here.
Not saying needs, you feel me? Look.
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
Hot and heavy. You know what's coming up, right? Valentine's Day.
Hey,
get some handcuffs. Tie to the bed. You feel me? Yeah. We'll see that he got water, but it's not water in there. That's lube. He's got that from Organic Loving. Look, Organic Loving. Code T13. T13. Spell out 3. You're gonna get he's drinking lube. He's a sick bastard.
That nigga's a sick
you know where sick bastards go? Organic Loving. 10% off T13 Media. Look, love organically, purely, deeply, boldly. And I will say keep that thing tight, but once you get some of that shit from Organic Living, it ain't gonna be tight no more. If I just say
Lucy Goosey.
All right, look, you know what? I had a lot of flack on this, but you know we're doing good on time today. I'm gonna give y'all another start sit cut. It's gonna be a movie edition one. Why not, huh? Okay. For the people. If I did this again, y'all let me know. Because I ain't like y'all's answer the first time, probably. That's why I'm going to do it again. We're going to say, remember the Titans.
Oh.
We're going to remember the Titans. We're going to go the replacements. And we're going to go any given Sunday.
So replacements, any given Sunday, and
remember the Titans.
That was my favorite ones too.
I go first.
Besides longest show.
Go ahead, Sledge.
I'm gonna go. You can't go wrong. Remember the Titans. They teach that shit in schools. So I'm gonna go with Remember the Titans. I'm gonna go with Any Given Sunday because Willie Beeman is the nigga, and I'm gonna go with Replacements because they could have picked up anybody and won that goddamn championship in that goddamn semi-pro game.
Hey, wait a minute.
I don't know about anybody. You know,
they could have picked up any of the free agents. They picked up 2 security guards, bro.
They was big bodies though too. They was big bodies.
It was the best lineman you ever find. He said, "Hey." He said, we're the offensive line, and we protect our quarterback.
Fuck that. Y'all picked up a nigga working at not a grocery store, a corner store.
Hey, he was quick. He
ain't working at no fucking.
You know the talent in the hood.
Hey, it's a whole bunch of niggas that ain't make it.
But then again, they did pick up a dirty cop at linebacker.
I picked up Vic Mackey.
Yeah,
they was.
So they picked up a fucking
Kenny.
This might be your best one.
Go on, Kenny.
They teach Remember the Titans in school.
Okay, so wait. So, all Are we picking the best movie, or are we picking if it's on? I'm gonna watch that.
We're gonna watch it all.
Because Remember the Titans is the best movie out of all of them, but I'm not gonna sit down and watch that.
It's a start, sit, cut. So it's going off you. Like who your starter? Who you like? Man, if this, I gotta see this. This is my shit. Or it's like, damn, I could do it, and I could pass up on this one. You know, like who you want leading your charge?
Come on, Kenny. You already know.
Okay, so
it ain't like we got to pick We Are Marshall.
So I'm gonna start.
Yeah, I didn't.
I watched the movie one time and never watched the shit again. I'm
because they died.
Jesus.
I'm gonna start the replacements. Start the replacements. That's probably my favorite football movie.
I love that movie though.
I love that movie. I California Orange. I watched that movie. I love that movie. I'm probably gonna sit. I'm probably gonna sit. Remember the Titans. And then I like Any Given Sunday, but damn, I'm gonna have to cut it.
All right. Now you know what? I'm gonna pass. Man, I'm gonna come to me last. So Damon, go ahead.
I'm gonna start. Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bench the replacements and cut Any Given Sunday. I think I've only seen Any Given Sunday like once or twice, and it's good, but like it's not a go-to.
Damon,
I'm gonna have to agree with my evil twin.
Starting Any Given Sunday.
I'm not mad at you.
See that thumbs up?
I'm cutting. I might cut Remember the Titans.
Let's jump.
Ooh.
Let's jump.
I mean, all these are good.
It's not good. I think that's the slowest build-up, though. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna sit down and watch a movie.
Nigga, it's a true story. Of course, it's the slowest build-up.
That's my fucking point, Sledge. I'm going to sleep. Then I'll wake back up halfway through that motherfucker. That's just real.
If it's me, I'm gonna start Any Given Sunday. It's Willie Bean. I keep the ladies screaming, and I'm a fan. I'm gonna sit. Remember the Titans, and I'm gonna cut the replacements.
Oh, you gonna cut the replacements?
I cut the replacements. I get rid of Chris Franklin.
He said that girl was shaking her ass for the last 2 minutes.
And wasn't the replacements based off a true story too, though?
Hell no.
I don't think.
Hell no.
I mean, I think it wasn't like that.
It's like loosely based on
like
the strike. It's loosely based on
the NFL lockout.
Yeah, on the strike year.
Yeah, so it was semi.
It's semi true, but it wasn't like it wasn't nothing they said based on a true story.
That nigga wasn't from Ohio State.
But you know who had a true story year though? Debo Samuel. Shout out to that young man. He left it all on the field. He ended the season with 1,559 receiving yards, 502 rushing yards, and 16 total touchdowns.
He only had 500 rushing yards.
He ain't start running the ball to like week 10, week 11.
Yeah,
bro, he's not a true running back, bro. That's great.
That's great.
I just thought for sure he had almost 1,000 yards.
If he was running the ball the whole season,
he might have.
He might have had probably like high 8, low 9. Like, but yeah, he was definitely in his bag.
Which is crazy.
With Mitchell all year, he was pissing me off.
We know. Speaking of in your bag, right quick, we're gonna go ahead and get to this multiple choice, right? So, who was the first African American player to sign an NFL contract?
NFL contract?
Is it Marion Motley, Bill Willis, Woody Strode, or Kenny Washington?
These are some old nigga names right here. You said Billy Strode.
I'm going Strode. Hey, not Willie. That nigga named Willie. I'm going with Willie.
Now Woody. His name Woody.
I'm still going with the Woody. Woody would be the first one to.
I'm going Woody. I'm going Woody.
Marion Motley, Bill Willis, Woody Strode, or Kenny Washington?
Woody Strode for sure.
Terrell?
Come back to me.
Kenny?
I'm gonna go Motley. That's an old nigga name too.
Nigga, that's a white name. That's a rock name.
One more time.
Marion Motley, Bill Willis, Woody Strode, Kenny Washington.
You talking about Motley Crue, nigga? You said that's all right.
I'm going with Willis.
You said well, who?
You go Willis.
Willis.
Yeah.
It's Kenny Washington.
What? No.
Look at me.
What did he play? Kicker?
He played line, man.
Kicker. Now you know he's a running back.
Oh.
He came out. So he actually played with Jackie Robinson. You said what's up?
Who's old nigga number 2 name? Like what was his name again?
Old nigga number 2.
Yeah, who was the second nigga you said? What was
Bill Willis. Bill Willis was a lineman.
Yeah, that's
Bill Willis played on the line.
Bill Willis definitely played guard.
Yeah, Bill Willis.
Wait, what did Woody
with
play?
the duck face mask.
You said what's up?
What did Woody play?
Wide receiver.
Woody Strue was a running back too.
Nah. What's the other nigga?
It was. I had Marion Motley was a fullback, so he was a fullback for the Browns.
Okay, yeah.
You know that's when fullbacks was fullbacks. You feel me? So yeah. So then Bill Willis was a lineman, so he was in the trenches. Woody Strube was a running back, and Kenny Washington was a running back.
That nigga went home and worked at a factory after that shit. That nigga was strong.
Yeah.
And he smoked 3 cigs at halftime.
Ooh. Ew. Yeah. I wouldn't play football with niggas like them though. Like I seen that picture of the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback smoking a cig before the Super Bowl. I know, bro. That means you don't give a fuck about your life. You'll play with your eye out. Damn, nigga.
That's Motley.
Hey, is that a
portrait? That's Marion right there. I know that's Marion.
Is that a portrait?
No, that's the real pic. This nigga had a part down the middle.
Picture? He got a part down there.
This is the portrait.
Nigga look like Benjamin Banneker.
And that's a fullback wearing 76. Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out. Fullback wearing 46, 76 either.
With no face mask.
Helmet on. Look at this.
Right. You feel me? That's when he was a fullback. They said, hit the hole. Hit the hole. Just not put your nose in the gap.
That nigga got a bobsled helmet on. That nigga led. They play with rubber helmets, bro. Them niggas CTE is crazy. Hey, and you wonder why them niggas had all them damn kids, bro.
Them niggas had fucking condom tips on their head trying to go out there and play.
Them niggas play with rubber mouths.
Coach, I got a headache. Shut up, get out there and play.
Shut up, nigger. Shut up, nigger. Shut up, nigger. Go out there and play.
Here's some snow.
No. Oh,
shit. History books. What? Get up there and play.
I ain't like that coach's energy. That coach was tired, wasn't he? He was tired of all that other energy drinks. They didn't even have energy drinks back then. They just had true and pure determination.
No.
Putting the
Not about the cocaine.
Get up there.
Yeah, they had cocaine.
They had that pure shit. Well, look, you know what? Ray's energy. It's the next thing. It's a notch under cocaine.
Yeah.
So look, it don't leave you with none of that jittery feeling. You know, especially formulated to get you going. You know, look, Rays make you run through a damn wall. It make you hit a wall like Marion Motley. He hit the whole. Hey, look, I would like to see him and Kayon line up. Fullback guys. Who you got? Who you got?
That is a shoulder battle right there.
But you know I'm gonna take Marion because Marion was on that Rays. So look, if you go to Rep Sports, REPP, 2 fucking P's. Put in the code T13, spell out 3. You're gonna get 15% off on me, and on Kayon. You feel me? Fullback dot. I'm taking Marion on.
Bro, I'm taking Marion. Look how big this nigga is, bro.
Oh, Marion was huge. And you know what's crazy? Marion was huge, but he was probably like a teddy bear. But it was the 60s.
Bro, this nigga is built like a love seat, nigga. That nigga is huge.
Hey, Kenny, that's your problem.
Like that
nigga is huge.
You think life's a fucking joke? That nigga played football for our freedom, for our rights, and you play with that nigga.
I feel like we was getting free by then. I feel like we was getting free by then.
That's your problem. That's why Kayon ain't here right now because you always fucking playing.
Shout out to Kayon. You know what? Well, yeah, we're gonna get to that segment right now where we about to play. We about to play y'all's favorite game. Who am I?
Let's go.
This game is when I give out some accolades. I tell people their stats. I say where they started at. I say the year they came out. I give them, if they won an MVP, Pro Bowl. Of course, it's Black History Month. I'm trying to do niggas from HBCUs too. You feel me? About to say so, but and when you raise your hand, you got 3 seconds to answer.
Marion Motley, no kidding.
So I'm just gonna put the rules out there now, so I don't want to hear no interference.
He was 6'1", 238 pounds.
Oh, nigga,
Marion Motley?
Marion, yeah.
You look bigger than that.
He did look a little bit bigger than that.
No, in that picture, that nigga looked like he was 290, all muscle. That nigga looked
but you know what they call that back in the? But you know what they call that back in the day? Cock strong.
I don't like that term. I heard that term before. I don't like that.
All right, let's get to this. So, I came into the league in 1995. I retired in 2007.
He already got his hand up?
Yeah, he usually does.
I started my career in the AFC South.
I knew he knew. That's why he put his hand up.
I started my career in the AFC South. I am a quarterback. I'm an MVP in the NFL. I'm a 3-time Pro Bowler. I'm an NFL passing rating leader. And I won the Walter Payton Award.
Give me this.
I'm in my team Ring of Honor. My number is retired.
Give me this.
I started my career in the AFC South. I finished my career in the AFC North.
I know who it is. I just can't think of his name.
On my career, I have 174 touchdowns to 119 interceptions, 31,304 passing yards. I have a passer rating of 82.8. I have 3,590 rushing yards and 37 rushing touchdowns.
Give me this.
Who am I? Terrell.
No, my name was at first. Donovan McNabb.
No.
Fuck.
Sledge.
Stephen Neer.
There you go.
I couldn't think of his name. I'm like, I know it's from the
Hey, but you know what gave it away? He said HBCU, and I said, "Oh, for sure."
Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking Stephen. I literally was thinking Stephen there too.
He was co-MVP with Payton.
Yeah.
They won it the same year.
I just assumed Terrell got it, so I put my hand down.
I can't think of the exact name, but he not breathing.
Hey, by the way, guys.
Damn.
Donovan McNabb.
What the hell? What type of shit was that?
Hey, TK.
R.I.P.
TK, a little known fact for the day, TK. Donovan McNabb was a part of that pervert reign too.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I have one more. Who am I for you guys today? One more for y'all, okay? So, we're going to see how familiar y'all are with this league. This is a sneaky one right here. So, I came into the league in 1999. I retired in 2012. I spent my whole career in the NFC North. I'm a receiver. I have a Super Bowl, and I'm a 5-time Pro Bowler. I spent my whole career in the NFC North, so I'm in that team's Hall of Fame. On my career, I have 743 receptions, 10,137 receiving yards, and 61 total touchdowns. Who am I? Terrell.
Nah, Kenny was first because I put mine down.
I didn't even hear that last part. I'm sorry.
Kenny.
I'm going to go Isaac Bruce.
No.
Did you say NFC what?
North.
I didn't hear that last part.
I started my career in the NFC North. I came into the league in 1999. I retired in 2012. I'm a 5-time Pro Bowler. I have a Super Bowl ring. I spent my whole career in the NFC North, so I'm in that team's Hall of Fame. On my career, I have 743 receptions, 10,137 receiving yards, and 61 touchdowns. Who am I? Terrell.
Donald Driver.
That's good.
He's also from HBCU.
I thought I was thinking Greg Jennings.
Nah, Greg Jennings, yeah. We already had him in one already.
And I did Isaac Bruce already too, didn't I? Or I did Torrey Hawk.
You did Torrey Hawk.
You did Torrey Hawk.
Okay. So I know I did one of them. All right, Kenny, go ahead. Take it. You know what? Does anybody have any closing remarks y'all want to get off y'all chest for the day?
Yeah.
I just don't want. I just don't want the Rams to solely.
All right, Sledge, you don't got nothing to say. All right, so Damon, Terrell, anybody else?
No.
Yeah, shout out to
Hopefully we
Big
see
Ben
Deshaun
once
next
again.
year.
See him in the Hall of Fame in 5 years along with Brady. Brady
Hey,
overshadowed.
I have a question about that right quick since you said that. So I was watching ESPN or something, and they said that they can only take one Hall of Fame quarterback first ballot. You think they're going to change that rule
It
this
ain't
year
Big Ben.
or for that?
I didn't know that was a rule.
I didn't know that was
That's
a
what
rule
I
either.
heard. I heard that, and they said they can only take one first ballot quarterback for some reason, and they was saying, but they was like, Big Ben is a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback.
Well,
But at the same time, he's going in with
Brady,
Tom. So it's
then
like,
he's the second ballot Hall of Famer.
do they change that, or does it?
They have
Yeah,
to.
Brady's definitely.
They're both first
been
ballot.
before Ben.
Big Ben's
Brady's
a first
in
ballot
there.
Hall of Famer. I'm not going.
No,
to,
he
I'm not
is
going
though. But I'm about to say he's
He
going
is.
in with Brady though. So
Yeah, so you got to wait your turn.
I feel like they'll change the rules
No, they
when
need
that
to
comes
change
around for
that.
some reason. I feel like they're going to
I
have
feel like
to.
they are, but if they don't, I think
Have
Ben's
If
time
they
is
don't, we
coming.
know who they taking first. I mean,
Right, Brady
Yeah.
gets him first.
The motherfucker from
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
deflate gate or a rapist.
Over Brady? Over
Nah,
Brady, Thomas?
not a nigga that was deflating balls. That's who they talking about.
The rapist
That's
is
the
playing
cell phone.
before
Ain't none of Ben's rings skeptical.
He's a rapist.
His whole career skeptical.
He's skeptical.
Look, I tell you right
He's
now,
skeptical.
we never know how that could have went if he asked for a trade years ago. They could have found all type of allegations against him. Shout out to Watson.
a
About to say,
Bro, they said he was doing that shit in college though.
we're
But,
not
I mean,
going to do that right now.
I'm about to
This is
say,
Black
I mean,
Excellence
hey.
Month right here, and we're not going
Right. So let's
Nah,
talk about
call
that.
nobody guilty
That's
that's
the
not guilty.
If that's the truth, it's the motherfucking truth. I hope it's
Ben
not
Watson
true.
resurrected 3 women and got in a
Hold on.
motorcycle accident, and they all they talked about was the motorcycle accident. That's the
That's
truth.
fucked up. All I'm saying is, what's the difference between him and Bill Cosby?
A lot. Hey, so look, this has been another great episode of Unbiased. I'm glad that y'all tuned in to see us today. Y'all can find us on Twitch TV. I think what you said, you can find us on Twitch TV. You can also go to YouTube. If you go to the YouTubes, you can go to Bad Guy Has Spoken Podcast. You go to that little playlist, you're gonna see this thing called Unbiased. You see me right there, your host, Mr. Unbiased. You're gonna see my face. About to say, you got Twitch. We're gonna shout out Organic Lovin', shout out Rays, shout out to all my peoples. Shout out to all the black people. Shout out to /T13 Media. Spell out 3. We love y'all. Stay unbiased.
Stay black.
Stay black.